So you clicked on this video because you want to know all about the zip codes in Loudoun County. Well, stay tuned because I'm going to break them down for you. Hi, it's Laura Griffin with Loudoun Living at Pearson Smith Realty. Some of you also know me as the Loudoun Mom. I'm a top-selling real estate agent in the Loudoun County area, and I'm known as the Loudoun Mom because I run a popular mom's driven lifestyle brand called the Loudoun Moms. If you are looking to relocate, move in or around the Loudoun County area, I'd love to be a resource for you. My phone number is 571-354-7325, or you can email me at the link below, and I'd love to be a resource for you and answer any of your questions about living, moving, all around the Loudoun County area. So, zip codes. I get a lot of questions about different zip codes and when people are moving to the Loudoun County area. So today we're going to talk about Dulles South and Eastern Loudoun. We'll do Western Loudoun another time because I think it's a different area altogether. So we're going to kind of stay primarily in Dulles South and Eastern Loudoun, and I guess Ashburn, we call it, I don't know, Central Loudoun, I guess. We'll go from there. So let's start with the first zip code. And this one causes a little bit of confusion, so I figured we'll just do it first and just get it out of the way. And that is Chantilly. And it's 20152. And Chantilly is a unique city, not really a city, a unique town because it actually borders Fairfax County and Loudoun County. So you've got, it splits. So when you're searching for a home in Chantilly, sometimes you may pull up Fairfax homes and Loudoun homes, and that's why, because it's kind of it straddles the line there. And primarily when you're looking in Chantilly, you're looking at like South Riding. It's the main development there. It's over 20 years old. It was built by Toll Brothers. It's got, you know, a town center, golf course, and a variety of homes from apartments, condos, townhomes to single family and estate. So it's a catch-all. There's also a bunch of other little communities sprinkled in there, but that tends to be the main one that most people see when they're searching for a home. Then we're going to come up Dulles South to 20105, and that's where I live, and that is in Aldie. And that is off the 50 corridor. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump up from Chantilly. They touch each other. And that is, like I said, 50 is the main corridor. Looking at Stone Ridge, Willowsford, Kirkpatrick Farms, and Dulles Farms, which is comprised of a couple other neighborhoods. Kind of, they came together and made Dulles Farms. So that's the 20105, which is Aldie. Next to that is the airport, which is Dulles Airport. So there are a couple of zip codes that could be Sterling 20164, and Sterling can also be called Dulles sometimes. It gets kind of confusing. Even I'm confused when my husband says I'm going to Walmart because it's a Sterling zip code, but it's also a Dulles zip code, but it's really an Aldie, kind of like in Chantilly. It's so confusing. So there's just this little pocket by the airport that has, I call it like an identity crisis. It doesn't really know what it is. So it could be Dulles, it could be Sterling, it could be Chantilly, it could be Aldie, and sometimes it's Ashburn. Who knows? And also it could sometimes be Arcola, which is what it used to be. So if you see that, that's kind of why it's got an identity crisis in this little pocket where Ryan Homes built some and NV built some townhomes. There's also the Walmart shopping center. And you kind of go back into Loudoun Valley Estates, the backside of Loudoun Valley. So it's this weird pocket. It's behind the airport. But if you talk to a realtor, we'll kind of straighten you out because we understand it now that we're in it. And that brings me to, on the other side of Dulles Airport, is Sterling. So that's 20164, 20165, 20166. And so there is a couple, it's kind of divided a little bit because 28 kind of cuts through it on one side and 7 cuts through it on the other. So it's kind of, it's an odd shape because there's the different zip codes that the major routes kind of cut through and dissect it. So that's an area, again, it's a mix of apartments, condos, townhomes, single family homes, you name it, it's all within there. There's quite a few communities from Sterling Park to Cascades, Potomac Falls is there, Lowe's Island, Sugarland. So it's all the same, but there's just different zip codes and different sides to it. And again, some is really close to the airport, where some is a little bit farther back and on the Maryland border next to the Potomac River. So that brings me, we're gonna come now kind of getting up towards Western Loudoun, and that brings me to Ashburn. Ashburn is dissected into 2 zip codes. We have 20148, which is the newer side and was started in the late 90s, maybe late 2000s, still being built out now, and 20147. And really what divides Ashburn is really, it's got a couple different names. I call it the toll road. It could be the Greenway, it could be 267, but it is the main toll road that will dissect Ashburn. So 20147 will be on the side closest to Route 7. And then on the side closest to Route 50 will be 20148. Most of 20147 was started in 1988 and 89, which is Ashburn Farms and Ashburn Village. Those make up the biggest chunk of 20147. Built a little bit later will be like Belmont Country Club, either inside the gates or outside of the gates, and Potomac Green for 55 and older. It's got a lot of retail options. One Loudoun is in 20147, and they've built a whole bunch of new shopping on the other side of 7, where like Texas Roadhouse is, I'm trying to think, Home Goods, and a whole bunch of other, I'm trying to think, oh, there's the gas station, the filling company, which I know sounds really weird, but they sell the best deep fried Oreos you've ever had in your life. And if you like a deep fried Oreo, you have to check it out. And the best ice cream sandwiches too. And I know it's a gas station, but it's so good. In 20148, like I said, they're still building. Brambleton is still being built out. As of the time of this video, Broadlands is going to be opening up a new section as well, which is super exciting. So a lot of new construction still going on there, although we're getting a little bit condensed and kind of cutting a little bit close. Also, Willisford has 2 sections that are in that zip code too, so that can be a little bit confusing too. But Ashburn, again, 20147 and 20148. So the next stop is going to be Leesburg, and that the first section off of 7 is going to be 20176. And that is not, most of it is mainly not in the town, so you don't pay the extra town tax. And that's comprised primarily of Lansdowne, River Creek Golf Club, or River Creek Country Club, Potomac Station, Potomac Crossing, Exeter. That's kind of, you get closer to downtown. And then the other side of Leesburg is 20175, which borders up between Brambleton, which is 20148, and Western Loudoun, and then the other side of 20176. 76 can also take you out to the Potomac and over to Maryland, where Point of Rocks is. So we have a bridge that goes over into Maryland off of that section of Leesburg. And the 20175 is kind of, has a lot of the major commuting routes because it's got the toll road, it's got 15, and it also can connect you to 66 and 50 if you take one of the major back roads. And then 20175, you can pick up the other point of 15 going to Maryland, or Route 7 just kind of runs right through it, right down the middle. So that kind of breaks down the zip code. So we had, it's a lot of numbers, it's got to remember. it's Chantilly 201, I'm sorry, even I screwed up, 20152, Aldie 20105, and then we've got Sterling, which and sometimes can be called Dulles, Arcola, and Sterling, Dulles, Arcola, I think that's all the names. And that is 20164, 20165, 20166. And then we have Ashburn, which is 20147, 20148, and then we have Leesburg, which is 20175 and 20176. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about Western Loudoun, I'm going to kind of break that one down into another video because we still have Hamilton, Lovettsville, Percival, Round Hill, and Berryville. And Western Loudoun, oh, and Middleburg. And Western Loudoun kind of has a little bit more unique because it's a little bit more spread out and bigger lots. So that's why we're going to break that one down a little bit later. So if you have any questions about moving, relocating to the Loudoun County area, I'd be happy to be your resource. Again, my name is Laura Griffin. I'm with Loudoun Living at Pearson Smith Realty. My phone number is 571-354-7325, and my email is right below. Have a great day. Bye.